Hey friends, welcome to my channel, vloveandcrystals. Today I have 3 piles in front of you. We have the green apple for pile number 1. Pile number 2, you have the banana bunch. And number 3, you have this delicious cookie with chocolate chips on it. Today's topic is what you need to hear. What does your heart need to hear in order to heal, or to just find comfort, or to open up the floodgates in your heart chambers to welcome love. We're going to figure out what messages need to come out for pile 1, 2, and 3. If you're new, please subscribe. If not, thank you for coming back. If you want to take some time to meditate on these piles before we begin, please do. And let's start now. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Intuitively decide which pile is best for you. 1, 2, 3. Timestamps are below. Alright, pile number 1, thank you for being here. We have our spread. The first position, we have what your heart needs to hear at this time, what you need to know, your obstacles, and your guidance, and what songs your heart needs to hear. And you feel free to sing with me. I think you'll remember them. Okay, number 1 is, well, what your heart needs to hear at this time. Your heart wants commitment. Plain and simple, your heart wants reciprocal love, and maybe you want someone to feel devoted to you, committed to you, only you. Monogamous connection, monogamous relationship. You want stability. You want loyalty, honesty, and respect in your next relationship. What you need to know right now, we have mind games. Okay, what you need to know right now, for me this is saying maybe you're tired of the mind games, or maybe you want someone to challenge your mind. Maybe you want to have deep conversations with your love. Be able to talk about everything under the sun except for the weather. That's boring, right? That's surfacey. I feel like maybe this is a message saying that maybe you need to step outside of your mindset when it comes to love. You know, maybe you need to open your mind, open your heart, open your arms to other kinds of love. What are your obstacles in love? We have avoidance. Maybe when things get too heated, you turn your back, or maybe when people get too close, maybe you have anxiety, mind games. Maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, this is beyond my comfort zone. Maybe this suggests that you should expand your comfort zone a little bit so that you can be receptive to this kind of love coming through. What is your guidance to overcoming this obstacle of avoidance? Disappearing act. I would say the advice to me is it's not saying to go away and disappear. It's more like let those feelings disappear. Let them, push them out. Your fear. If you fear rejection, or you fear your next relationship not working out, if you have any reservations or anxiety about what's to come next in love, it's saying to just let it dissolve, let it go away. And I know it's easier said than done, but I feel that you don't want to block yourself from, prevent yourself from attracting a new relationship or romance or a new partnership, whether it's a friend. You don't want to stop yourself or push them away. That's what I'm getting. Maybe the advice here is not to push away whoever wants to come into your life, whatever shape or form that they may be in. So it could be somebody from a different religion or a different bringing up than you, or, you know, like, for example, someone who grew up a different way, or someone who has, you know, different interests, or maybe they look different, maybe they're the same gender, maybe they come from a different ethnicity, whatever. It's saying to open up your mind a little bit, and don't be afraid of commitment. Now, the other side of this is that maybe you're afraid that whoever comes into your life, maybe you feel like they might leave you, they might disappear, and maybe you're so used to that, you know? Maybe you're so used to the mind games of, you know, them getting too close to you or getting close with you and reeling you in, and then they just bounce, they disappear. Maybe that's your fear going forward in the next relationship. And I can't blame you. I really can't. You want somebody to be committed to you. You don't want the mind games, right? You want somebody to stay devoted, faithful, loyal, and consistent. So overall, I feel don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. This is what you're looking for. This is what you deserve in your love life. You need somebody who's going to be there for you. You need somebody, not saying that this is what you deserve, I'm saying the way you're feeling is you deserve someone who's going to trust. Look at that. Someone who you can trust. You deserve that person. Let's see. What can you look forward to when it comes to your love life? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Cards keep flying out. Okay, so what can you look forward to? This is saying to take a risk. Open up the mind. Take a risk and realize that not everybody's the same. Not everybody's gonna, you know, leave you and abandon ship. You know? So if you're feeling that way with the next person, you know, have your guards up. You know, your red flag indicator. But don't shut yourself off completely. Don't turn your back completely. Leave a little bit of room, you know, so they can get to know you and you can test the waters. We have the ex-lover. Maybe you have an ex-lover coming through. Maybe you're still hung up on your ex-lover. Maybe you never got the closure. Maybe your ex-lover ghosted you. Maybe now you have abandonment issues, and I totally understand. That does play mind games. That is like playing mind games. Like, but I thought we were cool. I thought we were going further into our relationship, and then things happen and take a turn for the worst, and then you're left hanging like, what the freak? What just happened? They went from one extreme to the other, right? Everything was good. It was nice and warm and toasty, and then all of a sudden they turned on the cold water. So I think communication is what you can look forward to, having deep conversations with your next partner. It would be essential, you really laying everything all on the table. You have mind games and then communication. So you need to maybe connect with your ex-lover and tell them how you're feeling if you're still hung up on them. And you need closure, clarity, so you can turn your back and walk away just like he did or she did. Or maybe you're just needing to, you know, resolve it and try to figure out if you can get things back to what they were like. I mean, not saying that you should go back to the past, but you never know. Maybe there was some misunderstandings, but you need to have a clear communication. And I would say in your next love life, I think you really need to be open and honest and communicate your feelings and make sure that they're doing the same. Let's see what song your heart needs to sing. I will survive. Yes, I will survive. No, 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 I'll stay alive. I got all my love to live, and I got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Maybe that's how you're feeling. Like, okay, this hurt me like freaking no other, like nothing ever before, but I will get through this. Maybe that's your advice, to know that you will come out unscathed, you know? Maybe shaken a little bit, but you will not be broken. This taught you something. And I would say going forward, look out for something new, something beautiful, something daring, because we have the risks here. So it's saying Now you learned this lesson with the previous partner. Now you know what to look forward to. Use the red flags filter system you have inside of your intuition. Use your intuition to go forward in the next relationship, and pay attention to all those signs, right? And communicate very well, and take a risk. Expand your horizons. Let people show that you can trust them. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And then the next song here is, oh my gosh, see what I'm saying? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Ow! Now that we found love. Alright, so this is saying, that's what I'm saying. Look out. You're gonna be like, wait, what? This person is digging me. I'm digging this person. There's no mind games here. This is the real deal. This is not immature crap anymore. This is the real adult love right here. Now that we found love, what the freak am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with this love? Oh shoot, I never felt like this before. I never felt love like this before. What a surprise when I never knew love like this before. Open your eyes. That's what I'm saying. Open your eyes. Open your arms. Get ready to trust this new relationship coming through. That's what I'm saying. A risk. You're going to need to take risks. Risks in trusting, and letting people give you the reason to trust them. Don't just, sign them off and say goodbye and turn your back. Because, this person, the next person might be the real deal. But because you've been hurt so many times, or just, everything just goes south, things get good, and then they turn on the cold water, and you're like, what the freak? I was just getting warm and toasty. Anyway, we have Casey and JoJo, All My Life. All my life, I pray for someone like you, and I thank God. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I was waiting for this love. I never thought that I could find, I never, knew love like, no, so you never thought you could find this romance, this kind of love, that mushy-gushy stuff, and well, you're going to find it. All your life you've been waiting for it. That's what I have for you, part number one, and it's going to be extreme. Look, you going from freaking coldness, look at that, cold, crazy, weird feelings to, man, this is the good stuff. This is real love. That's what I'm getting with this, extremities. And, for this card, it's like going from one extreme to the other, hot and cold, shutting the light switch off and then getting turned on, and then it's like, it's rocky, it's up and down, emotional roller coasters, and you're not about that anymore. So I feel like with this next person, you're going to be done with all this crap, and you're going to step into the real kind of love. So that's what I have, pile number one. This is my Red Hot Love Oracle if you're interested. For sale on my Etsy, is linked below. Number two, you chose the banana. I hope you're well by the time you see this video. Let's see what we can do for you when it comes to matters of the heart, okay? And if you're new, please subscribe. And this is my Red Hot Love Oracle for sale on Etsy if you're interested. Let's get into this. Thank you for being here. Let me know how you found my channel or my videos. And let me know that you chose bananas. Going ape crazy. Go nuts. No, just kidding. Alright, part number two, let's figure you out. What does your heart want to hear or need to hear at this time? You have disappearing act. Oh my goodness. Alright, check out part number one. That came out loud and clear, and that's that message. Yes. Okay, so what does your heart need to hear? Okay, so two scenarios, okay, my friends? Number one, maybe you're ghosting, maybe you're disappearing when things are getting too good with someone, or when you're getting too close. And maybe that this is saying, don't back away, don't turn away. You might be heading it towards deeper love. Yeah, I would say if things are getting too good, don't think that you don't deserve this love. Don't think that you are not worthy enough of this love. Don't think that this is too good to be true. I mean, I don't want to say don't put your guards completely off, but also don't keep them fully closed either, because you might miss out on a good opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And that's one side of things, leaving when things are about to get really good, or things, maybe the other side is that maybe you had a falling out with someone and you're like, I'm out of here, this is for the birds, this is for the apes, bananas. No, this is and this is crazy. I can't stand the heat in the kitchen, so I'm bouncing. But it's saying, you know, give yourself a little breathing room, and then come back at it and try to work it out. Now the other side is this. Maybe this is what you're concerned about, that the next person is going to ghost you or disappear from you. Maybe you have abandonment issues, and I totally freaking understand. It's not a pleasant feeling to feel like someone's going to leave you, your partner's going to just jump ship and just leave you hanging. I freaking know the pain, okay? So I would say your heart understands your feelings. Your heart sympathizes. Your heart knows that it has to do what it needs to do to cope and to protect itself. So I would just say, do what you feel is right. Use your intuition. If you feel you need to continue protecting yourself, then continue to do so, because you know yourself better than I do. Okay? And I'm so sorry if someone ghosted you or pushed you away or blocked you or just stopped talking to you. I am so, so sorry. Now, if you had to do this with someone else, understand their pain. They're really going through it. They don't like not being in your life or not hearing from you. So sympathize. I'm not saying that you have to cater to their feelings and just do whatever they want and sacrifice your own happiness. I'm just saying to sympathize and be in their shoes for a little bit so that you can behave appropriately for them or be more sensitive or understanding of their feelings and not be so cold if that's how you're acting. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just giving examples. Now, what you need to know here is separation. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, what you need to know, maybe someone is thinking about leaving you, you know, and they don't know how to tell you, or maybe this is how you're feeling towards your person. Like I said, the guidance is to sympathize with their feelings and understand how they might take this. You know, they probably feel really deeply about you, and if you were to just cut ties, it would really impact them emotionally. So I would just say proceed with tender loving care, TLC, when you approach them, when you separate from them. Don't be so, don't rip it off like a band-aid, because they don't know how, I don't think they know how to adjust to that approach. You know, I think they're better off having, you know, eye-to-eye, deep conversation, not on the phone, not via text, not via Zoom call, not via snail mail, whatever. It's more like they really need to be in your energy to hear you say the words that you need to, you know, part ways or whatever. Or maybe this is how someone is going to, you know, communicate with you. Maybe they're needing to tell you that they need to part ways with you, my friend. And I would say brace yourself and prepare. You know, they might not know how to formulate the appropriate words to initiate a breakup or carry this breakup, you know, on or through. They might just stop talking to you or just cut you off cold turkey like that. And so you have to be like, you know what? I deserve more. I deserve communication. I deserve answers. So as long as you're vocalizing your thoughts, your concerns, what's on your heart, I think this person will give that to you, okay? They probably don't realize how deep you feel for them. So I would say right now the guidance is to say, you know, I feel that something is off between us. If you really need to take a break from us, or if you want to, you know, break up in general, then, you know, please just be honest with me, you know? So I feel strongly that I deserve us to be honest. We've been in this relationship for X, Y, and Z amount of years, and, you know, you mean a lot to me, and I would love an appropriate goodbye. You know what I'm saying? So you are deserving of that. I will say that. You are very deserving, and your person is deserving of that as well. Two-way street. Just like two pieces of metal here, hardware, right? You need two pieces of scissors to cut something off. It has to be mutual. And, yeah, come to an understanding, you know? Now, number 3 is what your obstacles are. We have beginnings, which means, you know, what comes after a change. Maybe that's one of your obstacles, is that you fear starting a new relationship, or you fear what's to come after this breakup. You fear maybe not finding someone else, or you fear what life would be like without this person. You know, if this person is ending and cutting ties with you, or if it's you, maybe you're fearing oh my gosh, what does that mean for me as a single person? I don't know what it's like to be single. I never experienced this, or it's been a while since I had a single life, you know? Maybe you're just very, I would say either you're excited about this beginning, it's also your obstacle. You're trying to get to your beginning, but you have to, work out some things with your person, or your person needs to work things out for you, and you're anticipating this beginning, but you're also afraid of it as well. It's like what could be, what's to come, and it is kind of nerve-wracking. And then the next one here is silence. So I think that's what you're fearing. You're fearing that you're not going to have communication with your person, or that you guys are not going to be able to see eye to eye, or even be in contact anymore. Maybe that's also another thing that you're contemplating or worried about. That, oh my gosh, is this going to be the end forever, or is this just temporary? Not knowing, it's like there's a lot of silence. Nobody's speaking. What can you look forward to? We have work in progress. So what you can look forward to is that things will progress, things will change, things will not feel so painful or not be so uncertain. You will find your answers, and you will work it out. With or without them, you will work it out. What does your heart need to sing at this time? What song? Say you'll be there. Oh my gosh. All that I want from you is to promise you we'll be there. That's what I'm getting. Disappearing act, and maybe that's what you're really needing. You need them to stay, not leave. You need them to be there. Needing them to be there, and not just bounce, not to just quit cold turkey. Maybe they're needing to fight the fight, and not just be so quick to leave. Or just take the easy way out. Some people they're like, I don't feel like talking about it. All right, let's just be done. Next, and you're like, wait a minute, but I just spent freaking 5 years of my life, and you're just gonna throw the towel in there and say goodbye and discard me like I'm a piece of trash. Maybe that's how you're feeling. Maybe that's how they're feeling. So, I would say both of you have consideration for each other's feelings. It's really deep, this relationship. And what's love got to do with it? Oh my gosh, this is exactly the same song I wanted to. This is the same song I wanted to sing in the last pile, but I just forgot, because I got I Will Survive. I will survive. Oh no. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it, right? And then this song popped in my head, and now here it is. Out of 100 plus cards. What's love got to do with it? Maybe that's how you're feeling. If you really love me, then why is the reason for all this madness? Or if I really love you, I'm sorry. Not what if I really no, it's more like, yeah, I love you, but I still have to make choices. I still have to do what's right. And then your person's probably thinking, well, what's love got to do with it then? Like, you say you love me, but you're still doing this. Or maybe that's how you're feeling. They love you, but they still have to make, they have to make their decision, their hard decision to leave and be silent. And you're like, I guess love has nothing to do with this if you really have to leave, So maybe that's how you're feeling, like, broken promises, or just feeling like, man, if you really love me, why would you cause this much stress, much strife, much grief? Much pain. But I feel that this is preparing you for something better. That's all I gotta say. This is bananas, but it's preparing you for something even more profound, more feelings. Work in progress. It's like this is just a hiccup, so that you can see the good love coming through. See, look at that. Put your loving arms around me. Put your loving arms around me. And it feels like shelter when you... I can't sing, but that's not going to stop me. Alright, what can you look forward to when it comes to love? What's coming next in love for you? I feel like you're going to have somebody who's going to be there for you. Yep. Put their loving arms all around you and embrace you, not let go. I got the night life. I've got to boogie. Okay, the declaration of love. See? Exactly what I'm saying. You might meet them at night. Or maybe you start out as just whining and dining at night, casually, or just with a group of friends, maybe after work. Maybe you'll meet them in the workplace. Maybe you'll meet them at, going down to CVS across the street at nighttime to get your prescription medicine or whatever. Or just, going to a bar or dinner or a movie, and you bump into somebody, okay? So that I feel like it might start out maybe at nighttime, or maybe you guys just hang out at night, you know, if you know what I'm saying, just to like have fun and then see where it takes you. But we also have declaration of love, and don't knock it till you try. You never know with this nightlife card. You might say, no, I'm not into that, and I'm not into that either. Like I'm you know, very committed and loyal to whoever I engage with. But you never know. I never know. I never know what 5 years is gonna bring, 10 years, and you know, I never know. Maybe I want to have the nightlife with my husband. Who knows? You never know what the next heir will bring. You know, you might be in a different heart space. You know, different mindset. So then we have declaration of love. Yes, see, declaration. Someone declaring their love for you. That's what I feel. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do from the other pile? And put your loving arms around me. And what's love got to do with it? Maybe this is you finding someone and there's not love there just yet, but you're just having fun. That's another message. There's no love, but we're still going to have our fun. That's not going to stop us. So that's what I have for you. Keep on working on yourself. Keep on working through this. If you have to part ways with someone, do what you feel is right. If someone has to part ways with you, prepare for yourself so that you can heal. And, you know, when this happens, realize, hey, you know what? I don't want to be with you anyway. Maybe that's the mindset you can have. I don't want to be with you. You don't want to be with me? That's cool. And you work on your own self, work on your hobbies, work on your job, whatever. And healing yourself, you know? So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Let me know if this makes sense or if this resonates. If not, I would love to keep you in mind for future readings regardless. And I hope to do a personal reading for you if you want something more in depth. I do have Etsy, and my Red Hot Love is on there as well. I'm V, and now we're going to be on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, thank you for being here. You chose the cookie chocolate chips. All right. Dip, dip, dip the chocolate chip. Thank you so much. Okay, let's begin. Number 3. What do you need to hear right now? We have 2 cards. The first one here, like I said, with pile number 1, we have mind games. All right. So pile number 1, this energy speaks about either someone playing mind games with you, not being honest with you and telling you how they feel, how they really feel. Or maybe this is the energy that you're bringing. Maybe you're not dispensing your energy properly. No, maybe you're not explaining or expressing how you feel towards your person. And you're not playing a game. It's more like you're just acting like you don't care, or that you don't love them the way they love you. Or maybe you're just afraid of rejection, or maybe you can't really do anything about it because you're in a relationship with someone else. Or you guys don't, you know, you're very, very close friends. It's like, what do I do if I were to tell you my feelings? What then? What for? And so, I don't think you're intentionally playing mind games. You're just faking the funk, you know? Yeah, we're just cool, we're friends, but deep down, maybe you're really, really digging them. You're really loving them. You feel really attracted to them sexually, physically, emotionally, spiritually, who knows? But keep in mind that this person can also feel this way about you. And don't think that they're playing games with you. It's just that they don't know how to tell you, or they're fearing rejection. And then, like I said, are saying, what for? It's not like you're gonna marry me. It's not like we're gonna run away into the fields and start singing songs and start celebrating our unionship. You know, it's like, what for? But I do feel, I think that they do like to either show you certain things, like show you what they're feeling by like checking in on your social media, or asking about you, or just complimenting you here and there, or just sliding in your direct messages to let you know that they're thinking about you, thinking, mind. But they just try to keep it very, very casual and subtle so that you don't pick up on anything, you know? So that's their way of just trying to be relevant in your life, or just trying to see how you're doing, you know? What else does your heart need to hear? This, oh my goodness, what is going on? All right, pile number 1 and 2. No, I think pile number 1 had both of these cards. It's incredible. All right, so pile number 1, I also feel, like I said, they're ghosting, they're not really ghosting, they're just staying hidden. They're being very subtle, like I said. They don't want you to know how they're feeling. And I also feel that maybe you don't want them to know how you're feeling, because then it might change your dynamic of the friendship, you know? It might change things. The energy might shift, and then you're going to feel awkward or rejected. or just like, okay, this is weird. Like, what do we do now? I just told you how I feel. So maybe you're putting the disappearing act on them, only to protect your heart and to remain elusive. You don't want to let on. Um, let's see. What are your obstacles in love in general? Your obstacles, man. I know what this is about. Your obstacles is that you guys are not able to come together the way you want to. If you guys have been on and off, or you guys were just dating and you never really got to that serious point, it's frustrating. It's like, what the freak, man? I want to just complete a damn cycle of being together. Why do we have to break up every 2 or 3 months, So maybe that's the obstacles, that you could never really complete your year of being together. Either your friendship or lovers, or you can't be together long enough for you to get to the next step, which is engagement and marriage and all that stuff. You have good times, but then you take 5 steps back. And so maybe that's something that's very, very challenging and frustrating for you, And especially if someone keeps ghosting, keeps disappearing when things are about to get really good. You're about to get into the chocolate, and then all of a sudden, something happens. It falls apart, and it crumbles everywhere. And you're like, oh my gosh, I was just about to get into the gooey stuff, and now it's like on my hands, and it's gooing off, and I can't, and it's not whole anymore. It's all dripping everywhere. So I think that's a challenge for you, is that you really want to make this relationship work, and for whatever reason, challenges and obstacles and hiccups and bumps in the road is keeping you apart. What is the guidance for said obstacles? We have happiness. The guidance, wow. Okay, happiness. To achieve, and you got the hot air balloon, so moving away. So it's saying maybe move away from this connection so that you both can be happy. Either move away together, turning a new leaf, starting a fresh new start, beginning a new journey together, either together or by yourselves. So how can you move together and reconcile and really make this work? I would say you need to really communicate. Just don't hold back anymore. Don't play any mind games. I'm not saying that you're doing it intentionally or in a sneaky, shady way. It's more just to protect yourself, or because you just, like I said, you're like, what if, or so what? I do feel this way, and what? It's not nothing. It's not like we're gonna get married and have a family. But I would just say, really just lay it out on the line, because then I think it would clear things up. Look, there's a lot of fog here, and maybe you will be able to reconcile, whether as friends or agreeing to disagree. Agreeing to disagree, or agreeing to say, you know what, we're not meant to be in each other's lives for whatever reason, so let's just move on, and it's a mutual thing. I wish you happiness, and thank you for wishing me happiness, and maybe we can be friends and still be there in each other's lives. If not, it's too hard. Okay, at least we wish the best for each other, and then you move on, and you can finally find closure and clarity that way. But if you leave things if you leave things unsettled, or just all over the place, up in the air like this hot air balloon, without really resolving things, as awkward and tense and weird it might get, then you're always going to wonder, what if, and that really takes a toll on your heart. Trust me, I know this. It doesn't feel good having the what ifs, or the misconnections, or trying to go back and fix things. Like, the regret is really, really burdensome, and I don't want that for you or anyone. Not even my worst enemy. I would never want them to wish that they could have done something with a loved one, or closed out a cycle, or worked on something, or received that closure. You don't want to have any unfinished business, is what I'm saying, especially in the love department. So let's see what your song, what song your heart wants to sing. It says, girlfriend, won't you be my girlfriend? I'll treat you good. And the other one is Stand By Me. When the night has come. Oh. Okay, I can't sing, but stand by me, oh, stand by me. So maybe that's what they're needing. They don't want you to disappear. They don't want you to go away like the hot air balloon. They want you to stay. They don't want you to disappear. That's exactly what I'm saying. Stand by me. Just bear with me. I'm figuring things out. That's probably what you're feeling, or maybe that's what they're feeling. And if you want them to stand by you, you gotta vocalize that. You can't just wish it and hope for it and assume that it's gonna happen that way. You have to really speak it into the universe, into your person's ears. The next song your heart may want to sing is Butterfly. Spread your wings and prepare to fly, for you have become a butterfly. Whoa. Let me know if you know that song. So fly away, but I'm getting like let's transform together. Either together as a team or agree to transform separately and then part ways mutually on good terms. So either way, this person wants to change and progress, reconcile. Or maybe that's what you're needing really badly, and like I said, you have to work on this with your person to make this happen. And then you have all my life. This came out. Oh gosh, we have a lot of synchronicities. This came out in pile number 1. All my life, I pray for someone like you. All my life. Okay, so I think that you guys are really, really damn close. You really are close. And this also tells me that this is like your one. If you believe in twin flames, if you believe in soulmates, this is your one, and you believe that there's nothing else like this. So you're really wanting this to work, and I can feel your frustration and your pain. And I think, to be honest, all it takes is some emotional expressing your emotions, and clearing up this fog. I feel that you will find some kind of resolve, whether it's to move in together, or move in the right direction together, or to find closure, break up if you need to, or just know where you both stand and then mend your hearts and heal, and move on separately if you need to. Either way, there's some big time healing that needs to take place, my friends. So that's what I have here. Let me know if this resonates at all. I'm so sorry that you're feeling this way. This is really deep and intense energy, and I feel that the thing is that you're on the road to happiness. You are. It's just that the tower has to shake a little bit and fall apart a little bit for you to pick up those pieces to repair yourself. But I do feel that love is on the horizon for you, just like the happiness hot air balloon. You know, just think of the hot air balloon on the horizon. You can see it all the way in the sky, and it's going to come right back down to reach you and pick you up for another ride. But you have to close this cycle out, or try to find closure from the cycle. So, look, spying. So this person could be really into this person might be really into you, or you're into them. And maybe you need to not look in their social media as much, because then you're going to feel even more intense feelings for them. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't get enough of you. I want you so bad. But then looking at them makes it even worse. Secrets. Like I said, no more secrets. You have to just tell them. Just tell them how you're feeling. What can you look forward to when it comes to love? What can you look forward to when it comes to love? Separation. So you separating from this person again. Needing to. Maybe that's why this disappearing act is here. Needing to part ways. This came out in pile number 2 as well. What can you look forward to when it comes to a new love? What about a new love? New love for lovely in pile number 3. Intimacy. This is pretty much saying that you will find somebody new who you can be yourself with, who you can be very, very close with. All your life, that's what I'm saying. All my life, close to me, yes. So I'm getting, you will find closure, or you will find closeness with someone new. Either this is a new relationship that you guys will be building, or this is somebody entirely different. And then we have savage. So to me, that's like you know, spilling out everything you're feeling. I feel like the floodgates are going to open with this new person. So you don't worry if this doesn't work out with this other person we're talking about. Look what you have in front of you. Savage. You know, things getting really heated. But also in the communications department, this is a cactus, and there's spikes on the lips. The lips need to speak. So you being able to open up the floodgates and express everything that you didn't get to express in your last relationship. I think you learned from that, or you will learn. that it doesn't feel good to keep things hidden and secret, and that you need to expel. So I think you're learning something from this lesson here. It's like some kind of lesson, yeah, some kind of lesson you need to go through emotionally and spiritually for you to see what's here on the horizon for your next love. So that's what I have for you. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. Let me know if this resonates, regardless if it does or doesn't, so I can keep you in mind for future readings. And thank you for choosing me. I have personal readings over on Etsy if you're interested.